make no mistake about it, because I've seen a lot of weak takes on this, playing this down. You cannot play this down. Anything that can be considered an official act of the president, even if it leads to an illegal act, even if it is ultimately responsible for something illegal happening, anything that president orders is immune from prosecution. Full stop. That's what they've said. So you can dress that up any way you want. And I'm telling you, I've seen these legal analysts try to both sides it, and these are rare cases in which a president would actually do anything where they'd actually, really? Are they so rare? The guy who is waiting in the on-deck circle, he has already articulated a path of recrimination that he is going to follow. He is already articulating a vengeful path that will involve taking out political opponents. And he can do it under an umbrella of immunity under this Supreme Court ruling. Full stop. And I'm sorry, I'm really agitated about this. I'm really angry about this. This is a 5-alarm fire at the Supreme Court. It is an affront to everything we hold important in this country. For example, no man or woman is above the law.
Right.
Well, that's BS. They've just told you it's BS. I'll give you a specific instance in the case of Donald Trump. He directed his fill-in dude at the Justice Department, because he got rid of Bill Barr, right? So his attorney general was like a fill-in dude. He directed his new attorney general to falsify documents. He also directed, Mark Meadows was directed to falsify documents. There was more falsification of documents going on in the Trump White House than you could even get a hold of, get around. All of it is immune from prosecution. The falsification of documents, of public records, it's immune from prosecution as long as it was ordered by the president. It's outrageous. Everyone should be insanely angry about this. You won't let a woman get an abortion when she wants it. You won't let a woman make that decision. You won't let a woman have reproductive choices and freedoms, but you allow this guy to occupy the Oval Office and do whatever he wants. I'll give you another example. If he was in league with a foreign power, he or she, but it's going to be a he, and it'll be the last he you see, because he's going to stay in office for as long as he wants to, because everything that he did would be covered by presidential immunity. If he was in league with a foreign power, he gave those foreign powers classified documents and materials. If he did it as a presidential act, as an official act within the office of the presidency, he would be immune from prosecution. And if that act of giving those foreign powers that information, they could be security codes, they could be any number of things, strategies, military strategies, whatever. If they aided in it may not relate to the U.S., maybe it's Ukraine, maybe it's Israel, maybe it's a NATO ally. And it could lead to the invasion and takeover of that country. Guess what? That president is immune from prosecution. It was a presidential act. Oops. Bad decision. I thought it was the right thing to do at the time. This is outrageous, absolutely outrageous. Man, the courts, I got to give it to Leonard Leo, the head of the Federalist Society. Leonard Leo, the head of the Federalist Society, has been sowing the seeds of poisoning the courts with conservative religious nationalism and right-wing religious nationalism. It's underpinned. That's the next step. There he is, Leonard Leo, will be the Christianity that will inform all parts of your life. Leonard Leo has headed up that organization. He gave Donald Trump the list of judges. The list of judges doesn't just extend to the Supreme Court. These are all those judicial appointments that Trump made, and they smartly and aggressively put in place during the Trump administration. They did it very early on. Leonard Leo now, you'll recall, he just got $1 billion dumping of money. That was just in the last year. Leonard Leo now has seen the fruits of his labor, right? He's really seen the fruits of his work. Now, we are living with this insanely conservative court that is carrying the water for a despotic president who is waiting in the wings. It is absolutely grotesque. I love this way, the leader of the free world. He'll be the leader of the free world. We're the free world. We're the leaders of the free world. Aren't we, America? The free... BS, man. You are watching the total undoing of the freedoms that we have in this country. And you are watching the rise of despotism. And you can remember this day. This is the day. It's outrageous. It's awful. I'm so downcast over this. It's incredible. It's just incredible. In a nation that's come this far, the experiment of this democratic republic really is being jerked away by those who want raw power. And you really see how it is just power they want. And I made this point. I'll tell you what, it's so funny because I was angry on Friday. I was this angry as I am now on Friday because of the Chevron deference case. Yeah. Because I made that point. What they're doing is because we know Congress can't do anything, right? So the way that things are getting done in America right now is through the courts. And the thing about the courts is that they are increasingly infected by corporate-friendly judges and judicial appointments. And that's exactly what Chevron deference and overturning 4 decades of precedents happened on Friday. That's exactly what it did. So now, instead of having scientists and experts examining the amount of toxins that should be in water, soil, you're going to just have judges deciding, generalists. They don't know anything. I mean, in fact, you can find that it was Sotomayor who wrote in her opinion. She gave you an example. It was about proteins. It was about the FDA and regulating proteins. And she said, well, would a judge know? And then she laid out all of this scientific stuff about proteins that, of course, none of us know. Why? Because you need to be a scientist to know it. So you're going to regulate toxins in the environment, particulate matter, carcinogens. You're going to regulate that in my water, in the air, in the soil, when you don't know anything about it. And so, they're saying, well, Mark, they're going to let the legislature decide. Congress can decide. Congress can't decide anything. They're busy. Jim Jordan is busy on a jihad against whomever. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is busy doing her own thing and, updating her Instagram page. Congress gets nothing done. So you've now, again, surrendered the decision-making over to the judges who are generalists. And they are not scientists. And as a result, you're going to see more and more corporate polluters skate and do their polluting. That's what this is all about. It's about money and power. Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell. You'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped. And please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.